Hello, happy Tuesday. Here is your homework help for tonight. You're going to notice that this looks pretty similar to the homework you had last night. Hopefully this time around it's a little easier for you. As always, I'm going to remember to write my name at the top, Miss Moyer, and my number is 0. Alright, the directions for our first problem say solve. We're working with PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Parentheses first, exponents next, multiplication and division in the same step, addition and subtraction, if you got the nerve, from left to right, first come, first serve. So following my steps for PEMDAS, I'm going to do the parentheses first. 18 minus 12 is 6. I bring down the rest of the problem. I've taken care of my parentheses. I don't have any exponents. Do I have any multiplication or division? I start at the left and I go across. Here's multiplication. I want to take care of the two numbers next to that sign. So the product of 6 and 13. 6, 12, 18. 7 plus 18. You know, that looks a little tricky for me. Sorry, my zoom keeps going in and out. 7 plus 18 seems a little tricky for me, so I'm going to set it up vertical on the side. So I've got 8 plus 7. 15. Bring my 1 over. 1 plus 1 is 2. My answer is 25. I don't know why it keeps going out of focus. I apologize for that. Okay, we're going to look over here and it says which expression would be solved first. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. We know from our hand symbols, first we have parentheses, then we do the brackets, then we do the braces. So again, parentheses, brackets, braces. So I see brackets. Here's some parentheses though. So the first expression is going to be what's in the parentheses. Does it say solve? It doesn't, so you don't have to do anything else. Here we have to follow our rule about parentheses and brackets. I again have PEMDAS. You see I have brackets, but I also have parentheses, and I always do my parentheses first. So 2 times 4, the product is 8, and I bring the rest down, keeping those brackets in there. I want to continue looking inside of these brackets. I know that I have multiplication next, and there is a multiplication symbol here, but I've got to take care of the brackets because they're included in my parentheses step. So I look in here and I follow PEMDAS inside of the brackets from left to right, first come, first serve. So I'm going to do 15 plus 4 first. I'm only making one change per line. 15 plus 4. You know that 5 plus 4 is 9, and I keep that 1 in front. Keep my brackets here. 3 times. Next thing I'm going to do is this 19 minus 8 because I'm going from left to right. 19 minus 8 is 11. I keep that plus 2. Still doing what's inside the brackets, so I wanted to solve 11 plus 2. The sum of 11 plus 2 is 13. I still have my times 3. This is a little trickier than problems that we've had. Again, when something's tricky, I try and set it up vertically. So I have 13 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. My answer is 39, and I circle it. Now it wants us to solve this problem. Again, we have brackets and we have parentheses. I'm seeing that these brackets are around the whole entire expression, so honestly, they're not going to matter much to me. I do know that I have to do my parentheses first, though. So the first thing I solve is 8 plus 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. I'm going to fill in the rest of the problem here. Now, PEMDAS. Taking care of my parentheses. I don't have any more. I don't have any exponents. Now I have multiplication and division in the same step, whichever comes first from left to right. When I'm moving from the left, I immediately see this multiplication sign, so I'm going to take care of that. 3 times 5 is 15, minus 8 divided by 8, plus 7 plus 10. I need to continue and check and see if there's any more multiplication or division. So I go across from left to right. I'm going across, I see a subtraction sign, and I see a division sign. Division becomes before addition or subtraction. So I have 15, and I'm doing 8 divided by 8. Any number divided by itself is 1, plus 7, plus 10. Now I'm on addition and subtraction. I don't have any more multiplication or division. I'm just going to move from left to right. 15 minus 1 is 14, plus 7, plus 10. 14 plus 7 is 21 plus 10. 21 plus 10 is 31. Circle my answer. Finally, it says place the parentheses correctly to make the equation true. We talked about how yesterday these are our challenge problems. These problems are meant to look like puzzles at first. I know that if I was looking at this, the first thing I would do right now is 12 divided by 3, because that's the first thing that comes up after my parentheses and exponent step. 12 divided by 3 is 4, so if I just solve this really quickly, I'd then have 4 plus 2 plus 6 times 3, and I would have to do that 6 times 3 next. So 6 times 3, 6, 12, 18. I would end up having 4 plus 2 plus 18. You know that 4 plus 2 is 6. 18 plus 6 doesn't equal 28. So I wonder what I can do here. If I took 6 plus 2 and I did that for 6, 7, 8, let's try that out with a pencil. Just trying to think of what I wouldn't normally do first, but if there were parentheses, I would have to. 6 plus 2 is 8, and then we've got the rest of our problem here. Now I would have to do 12 divided by 3 is 4, plus 8 times 3. Following PEMDAS, I would then do multiplication. This is 24. Look. That was just luck, honestly, guys. Just by trying some things and thinking it through, I ended up with the right answer. My answer checks out, so that's where the parentheses go. Try and look for something that normally wouldn't come first. If I look at this division sign or this multiplication sign, those would normally come first because they come first in PEMDAS. So usually I'm looking to see if there's addition or subtraction that I need to do before I can solve the problem, and that's where those parentheses are going to go. Next, I'm going to read you your spelling words without showing them to you. So if you want to practice with me and need someone to read your spelling words, I'm going to read those for you right now. Word number 1 is prefix. Prefix. Rule number 2 is predict. Predict. Number 3, pretest. Pretest. Number 4, preset. Preset. Number 5 is pre-game. Pre-game. Number 6, pre-season, like pre-season football. Pre-season. Number 7 is preface. It's spelled pre-face. Preface. Number 8 is preview. Preview. Number 9, precaution. 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 Number 10 is pre-screen. When you can pre-screen a movie or Lucky Duck. Pre-screen. Interior words so you can check and see if you got them right. Keep studying. Your spelling test will be Friday.